Okay, a great Wednesday for class. So thank you for joining me. And we'll just start with those few warm-ups. So pretty much the same sequence we've been doing. So starting with the head and neck, drawing the chin to the chest, looking back up, and then chin to the chest. Up and down movement at your own pace, not moving too fast or too far, overextending. Maybe one more time. And then after we draw the chin to the chest, we'll bring the head back to a neutral position. And then looking over one shoulder, back to center and over the other side. Never moving to the full extent, just a gentle stretch. Maybe checking on the rest of our body. Are we relaxed? The knees are not locked and our breathing is natural. We're going to return to neutral with the head and then connect them together by drawing the chin to the chest, ear to the shoulder, dropping the head back around to the other side and chin to chest. Always at your own pace. Natural breathing. When we return the chin to the chest, we'll move in the other direction. Letting the shoulders hang down. One more circle. The chin comes to the chest and then gently lifting the head back up. Moving into the shoulders. So we're going to draw them up, forward, down, relax. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Full movement. So you can keep going like this or use the arms if you'd like. One or two more circles, depending on your rate. And then we're going to go the other direction. Again, just shoulders or with the arms. Nice full movements. Again, if you want to lift the arms up, feel free. Maybe one more circle. And then relax them down. Moving into the elbows. So just like wave hands, kind of leaving the elbows in three-dimensional space. We are rotating our shoulders. Looks good. And then we're going to go the other direction. Keeping the shoulders down, making sure our knees aren't locked, our breathing is natural. And then the wrists, so you can keep with the elbows and the wrists or just rotate the wrists, whatever feels good. So again, elbows and wrists or just the wrists, and then we're going to go the other direction. Full movements. And again, wrists only if you'd like. Whatever feels good, always follow your own body through the form, through the warm-ups, through the whole class. Okay, relax the arms. Moving into the back, okay? So finding a nice shoulder width, relaxed position, and we're gonna rotate from our center here. So rotating, letting the arms swing, not too much movement of the hips here, okay? Keep the hips in central position, warming up the spine. Maybe looking back over the shoulder. Couple of more passes, easing off, and then coming back to center. Moving into the hips, so shoulder width stance. If you'd like, hands on the hips, and we're gonna rotate. Maybe like a hula hoop, maybe really extending out, but following your own body. And then the other direction. One more circle. We'll return to neutral and we'll move into the knees. So you can have your feet together if you'd like. And we're going to circle or have them wider, making 2 circles with the knees. Different cues so that you can follow what feels good for your body. And then we'll go the other direction. Feet together or feet apart. Whatever feels good. One more circle. Gently standing back up. Maybe shaking out the legs if that feels good. And then moving into the ankles. So finding balance on one leg. Lifting the foot up off the ground. Rolling the ankle. Nice circle like you're making the letter O. And then we'll go the other way. And then we'll relax that side. We'll find balance on that leg. Lifting up and drawing a circle. Other direction. And relax. Okay, let's come back to that shoulder width stance for a moment. We're going to draw the elbows up and we're going to throw everything down. Up, everything gets thrown down. Really relaxing the shoulders and then moving in succession. Maybe going a little bit faster and then easing off. Okay. Do we feel warmed up now? Good. Hey, Marion.
I have a question. What is the bouncing up and down part supposed to do for us?
So it actually releases your shoulders here. So we all carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, right? And Tai Chi, we're trying to work them down. So as you do this movement, you're pulling up and you're throwing your energy down to the earth. So you're going to connect and root. And I'll do some more research on it because I haven't talked about that in a bit, but this was a big thing from my Qigong teacher. He believed in getting the energy out, like releasing and everything opening and expanding. But next week, I'll get you more information. Okay, so we've been working on cross hands and embrace the tiger, and today we're going to move into fist under elbow. So does anyone have any questions on those movements before we review? Okay, so I'm going to face the other direction, so we move in the same way. We're going to start at cross hands. So this is that moment where you can take a look at your feet. Make them as straight as possible, shoulder width, outside edge of your feet with the outside edge of your shoulder. Sinking down into the knees, relaxing the waist, right arm over the left, head lifting up. We're going to move into embrace the tiger, shifting the weight, turning. Separate the arms, 2 circles, step out, open up, and show striking. Roll back, connecting out, and turning. Small circle, touch the forearm, press out. Open up the arms, pull back, sit up the palms, and push out. Okay, let's do that one more time. So starting at cross hands, right arm on the outside, shift your weight, turning. Separate the arms, arms at the back, foot touches, open up, make sure everything arrives together. Connecting out for roll back and then turning. Touching the forearm so that we can press out. Open up the arms. Sit the palms up at the end and push. Okay. Oh, nice end postures. Everyone's hands are at a great level. That looked really nice. So does any questions before we move on? Okay. So today's fist under elbow. And in this, we're going to see transition footwork and an empty stance in the second section for the first time. So I'm just going to demonstrate one time, and I'm going to go the normal direction, and I'm just going to demonstrate it, and then we're going to break it down, okay? So it's fist under elbow, and we're starting at the corner direction. It's going to be just like single whip. We're going to shift our weight back, flatten the arms, left arm leads. We're going to turn and pull. Our right foot goes to the straight direction. We circle back and push out to the side. We have transition footwork as we ward off, rotate to show grab. We make a fist and lift up and punch for fist under elbow. So there's a lot of footwork and arm movements that we have to focus on today. So let's start with the footwork. So I'm going to mirror you. Okay, so if we start, we're in our bow stance. Always make sure that we start in a natural bow stance, okay? We're to the corner direction. We're going to shift our weight back, and we're going to turn our foot all the way to the straight 12 o'clock direction. We're going to relax our left foot as we move back. We're going to pick up, and we're going to step to the corner, but we're not going to step wide, and we're not going to cross. There's going to be one line and two sides to this footwork. We're going to shift our weight forward. Then we're going to pick up and step on kind of like a railroad track. So we can move our weight back, relax our foot, and then pick it up, place it down on the heel right where it already is. Okay? So there's a lot of things going on here. So let's just focus on the first half, okay? So everyone in your stance, right legs out in front. Make sure we have a natural stance. So take a moment, look at your footwork here, okay? This is when we get that chance to break the first principle. So look and check. Now we're going to shift our weight back. All your weight should be in your left leg. Turn your right foot as far as you can. Now, if you can't get it all the way to straight, that's okay, because this is a transition step, so it's not going to matter too much. We're then going to shift our weight back into our right leg and then relax our left foot. We're going to pick up and step towards the corner direction. Now look down at your footwork. Do you have one line between your foot? If you drug your foot back, is there one line? We're not crossed, and we're not a bow stance. It's one line. Okay? Now let's do that part again. So, right legs forward, corner direction. Move back your weight. Turn. Use your body turning to help turn your right foot. Relax your left foot. Pick up. Step to the corner direction, then move your weight forward. We're then going to pick up our right foot, step. Now look down. Are both of your feet going the same direction? Good. Now shift your weight back, relax your left foot. If you pick up and put down on the heel, you should have that one line, two sides between your feet. How'd we do? So. Okay, we got some of these. Okay, well, let's do it again. Okay, any questions on that? Let's keep stopping at the checkpoints, okay? Because this is a long section of footwork. So when we're doing these breakdowns in class, this is the perfect opportunity to check your footwork. Even after years, you can still check your footwork.
So we step with our left foot into, the left foot goes forward into the empty stance, right?
Yes.
Or is it the right foot, the left foot?
Left foot.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so the left foot steps to the diagonal, to the corner direction. Then you re-step with the right foot, and then you step on the heel. Let's do it again. Okay, so again, checking your footwork. Nice bow stand slightly off from the corner. Shift back your weight. Turn your right foot all the way to the straight direction, or as far as you can make it. Shift your weight back, then relax your left foot. Pick up, transition step towards the corner direction, moving the weight forward. Pick up, step. Look at your feet. Are they the same direction? Move your weight into your right leg. Relax your left foot. Change from the toes to the heel, and a little bit of weight moves forward. Now check your stance. Is there one line again? We're not crossed. We're not bow stance wide. Good. I like when I see everyone looking down. We can all use some help with this. Any questions on that? Should we do it again? One more time? Okay. So just the footwork. Right legs forward, bow stand slightly off from corner. Shift back. Turn. Use your body. Look where my body's facing you right now, okay? Move your weight back, relax your foot. Pick up, change to the corner. Weight moves forward so we can pick up the right foot, step into the corner. Move your weight back, relax your foot, change to the heel. Little bit of weight comes forward. Did we do better?
Yeah, I was getting confused because of the reflected stances that you were doing. So sorry. Thank you.
No, it's okay. I want to do both for you guys. I'm trying to figure out which works best. It's hard with the, because I know even for me, when I go back and watch videos, you have to transfer it, mirror image, you know? Okay, so the arm movements. So how does everyone feel about single whip arms? Do we feel confident with those? Good. We're doing that same circle. Nice, Rebecca. Okay, so the arm movements. Let's just start with the part that is like single whip, okay? And we're gonna do it with our footwork. So we're in that slightly off of corner stance. We're in push. Move back your weight and flatten your arms, just like single whip. That left arm peels off. This should all feel the same. We're circling, turning the whole body. We move back, and instead of making a hook, after our fingertips point together and we're pushing down, we're gonna push the arms out to the side. Okay? So let's do that part again. So from our push, shift back, flatten the arms. Left arm peels off, big circle. Fingertips point together, and then we're pushing out to the side. So we end up with our weight in the right leg, arms are to the side direction. Let's see. Oh, good, everyone's palms are sitting up. Very nice. Rotate so that the palms are facing up, right palm sitting, fingertips. You're on mute, Sharon.
You froze for a minute.
Okay. Is that what you were going to say, Marion?
No, well, yes, that. But there is one thing I want to know about the arm movement in a single whip. So I know you start with the left arm pulling it back and you start with your elbow drawing. When do you extend your arm? Because sometimes I feel like I'm not extending it. I'm way over to my left side. Should it be coming out in an extension sooner than that?
That's a good question. I love your details.
Oh.
I do. Okay, so we're in push, and I'm going this way so you can see the left arm in the normal way, so I do it my best. We shift back. We turn. Now, as we turn, you see the space between the arms? It's probably when we get to the corner, we don't really lose the space, okay? So let's see, maybe if I do it from the corner. So we shift back, the left arm pulls. We're not losing that space, okay? And why is that? Because this movement is showing you're grabbing someone and you're pulling them. So you're not just gonna pull with your left arm and go really wide. You're gonna be connected here as well, okay? So we turn and they stay kind of close together. And as we get to the straight direction for fist under elbow, the arms are coming together.
So it's sort of a natural extension. By the time they straighten out is where they basically need to be in order to keep the separation.
Yeah, because you don't want to turn and then have like this, right? You want everything to follow together. So you want to keep an even space. So you're turning and you're and then coming back. So there's no separation like this.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great question. Yeah, John.
At the end, are our arms facing 3 o'clock or to the corner?
So when we finish this, they're to 3 o'clock.
There's a 3 o'clock. Okay. Yeah.
So we're not to corner. We're not going to turn past and close our quad and overturn the waist. We're relaxed.
Yeah.
But we're not to this corner either.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Another good question. Okay, let's do it again. Now that we've talked about those things. So from the push, making sure we have that nice bow stance. Shoulders are relaxed. Shift back the weight, flatten the arms. Left arm shows pulling. Turning. Circle back and then push out to the side direction. Check our palms. Is your left arm rotated up? Your right palm's pushing out to the side? Not too much space, not closed off. That nice back rounded feeling. Good. It looks nice. I like the few moments that I face the camera because then I can see everyone before you release. Okay, any other questions on that part?
Yeah, Cheryl?
Mm-hmm.
Could you talk about where we're supposed to be facing and what we're supposed to be looking at through the movement?
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so when we're in push, we're at that slightly off the corner. We flatten and move back. We're still looking that direction. We're going to turn. Our gaze follows our arms. We come back to center, and then we look out to the side. It's when we step that we then look to that corner direction. Okay, good. All right, so let's start from that back position and we'll add in the transition, okay? So we're starting with our weight on the right leg, our left foot's forward, arms are out to the side. We're gonna pick up, and as the heel touches down, we're gonna expand and connect out with our left arm. So hold this for a second. Do you feel like you have that ward off position? We don't wanna be too up, too down. We're connecting out, and our right arm hasn't changed very much. Okay, from here, I'm gonna face you for a second. From here, we're gonna rotate as we re-step. So notice here that I'm not rotating and opening the arm up. It's a rotation of the forearm. Okay, there's a little bit of shoulder and arm movement, but we're not doing a big rotation like, say, wave hands like clouds that we'll work on later in the section. That's a big rotation. This one here, it's a smaller rotation. We're simply showing that we've connected with our opponent and we're turning to grab their wrist. Okay? Good. Yep.
When you step out, do you do you step out with your heel and then you move into heel ball into ball and toe as
Yep.
you bring into ward off?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we're doing. So we touch, and then as soon as heel ball toe, we're connecting out. Weight moving forward for the full ward off. And then when we re-step, that's when we show the rotation, okay? So one more time from that back position, okay? So we're right leg, left foot's forward, relax, arms are out to the side. We're looking towards our arms. We're then gonna pick up, touch with the heel, connecting out, look in that direction for ward off. We're gonna change, re-step, and show grabbing. How'd we do? How does our rotation look? Are we rotating with our forearm and shoulder? Yes. Good, so not too big, okay? This is just showing kind of nothing. Someone's arm is here and they've connected, right? And I'm turning and showing grabbing. So it doesn't have to be big. It's just a small movement. And make sure we sit up the palm that little bit so that we're showing that this is connection and we're grabbing. So we don't want to have the palm down. We want it sitting a little bit.
You said something about shoulder movement. I don't really feel any shoulder movement. I just feel my elbow and forearm pretty much.
Okay, well, so there's a difference from just doing this, okay, versus a little bit. Can you see how my elbow changes a little bit?
Yeah, but I don't see a lot of movement in my shoulder.
It's very little. Okay. So it's not a shoulder movement like this, right? Which isn't even really a shoulder movement. When we do wave hands, we're actually just doing this, but it's our body rotating that makes it look like there's more movement. But here it's a little movement. So there's just a little rotation here. Because if it was just forearm, I would just be doing this. I actually have to hold my arm to do this, but it's everything together.
Okay.
This is a big movement because in this movement, we see ward off, we see grabbing, and we see pulling down, and then we have lifting. So we have 4 different energies almost within this one movement, and we have the pushing out to the side, right? But why I'm talking about those 4 is because the first portion of this movement is showing pulling your opponent and maybe throwing them to the side. If you can't, then you're gonna push them out to this side. But then the second half of this movement is connecting to a second opponent. So that's why we're talking about there's 4 here: ward off, grab, pull down, and lift. So a lot going on with this one. Okay, let's try to put it all together. So from the push, all the way through to the rotation to show grabbing. So we're slightly off of corner, shift back, flatten the arms, show pulling, circle, push out to the side, relaxing the foot, step, showing ward off, rotating to show grabbing as we re-step. Nice. Okay, I have a question for everyone. What is your right arm doing through that movement? This is for the people that have been here. Oh, Rebecca, you're muted. Okay, Marion?
Well, it's going to be coming down into and then turn into a fist.
Yes.
And get ready to punch.
But before that, from the transition through the ward off and the rotate.
I'm holding on to somebody over there.
Oh, it's good.
I don't remember.
You're very close. Okay, so what's going to happen is that arm's not going to change very much. Okay, so as we connect out, we've pushed out to the side. We're connecting. This arm maybe moves down a little bit, but then it stays back as we do this rotation. It doesn't come forward. It doesn't move up or down. It doesn't change very much. Kind of a trick question in a way. Okay? That was a good answer, Marion. It was a little bit of a trick question because I didn't really talk about it, so I wanted to see what everyone would say. So let's do it again. And then we're going to add a little bit more to it. So from the push, move back, flatten the arms, circle just like single whip until we push out to the side, re-step, show that ward off transition, rotate and grab. Okay, so now our right arm is going to make a fist. So drop your left arm. We're going to start making a fist, and then we're just going to show punching. So that's pretty easy, right? So let's just talk about that. So I'm going to do it from the normal direction. We're in our ward off. We re-step and we show grabbing. So you can see my feet. We're going to move back the weight and we're going to change, making our fist and showing punching to the side direction. Now we don't want to have like a circle and come back. This is a punch. This is a punch to the side body, okay? So we don't want to make the fist too turned either. We want to have that power of everything being in a line. If we turn the fist too much, we lose that in the wrist, okay? So everything in line, and we're going to show punching. Now here, we don't want to cross that center line of the body again, because what happens? We lose that back rounded, chest sinking in, shoulders are open, okay? Good, yes.
So we're not punching up and we're not punching straight across. It's a little bit of an angle, isn't that right? I mean, kind of angles in like a hook, but not really that curved.
Yes. And the
you,
fist is sitting up.
Okay, so we're not going to be punching out as much as a little bit more crossed.
Yeah, this is to the side body. So what happens is that you have your opponent's body here and you're actually holding their arm and it'll be in this kind of chicken wing position. Okay, that's why we're lifting with this hand and it's punching to the side body. Okay. So we want to make sure that we're punching and we're not like circling in, or we're not punching up or, you know, punching down. This is a side body punch.
So we need to get our fist formed halfway through the move. Right?
Yes.
Before it, yeah, okay.
After we've turned and rotated, we're shifting our weight back, we're making that fist, and then we're gonna show punching. And we wanna make sure that we make the fist and the fist eye is facing up, okay? So the fist eye is facing up to show that punching. It's not sideways. The hand starts sideways, but we're gonna make the fist and we're gonna show punching. Fist eye up. Good. Okay, let's just do that, okay? So we've come from our side position. We can do both arms for a minute, okay? We're gonna step out one line, two sides. We're gonna show warding off, connecting out to our opponent. We're gonna step and show grabbing. And then dropping that arm, we're gonna move our weight back, making a fist, change to the heel and show punching. So there's not a lot of body turn. There's not body turn here. There's weight moving forward. So as our weight moves forward, we show punching. And remember here that this is an empty stance. So I say that your weight's moving forward, but it's only that 30% here. We're not moving into a bow stance, okay? So let's talk about the left arm here. Okay, so this one has a bit more of a circle to do, right? Because we've connected out, we're grabbing. What's gonna happen next is that pulling that I talked about. It's gonna pull down and then lift up, okay? So it's important here that after we're at the grab, we don't wanna go too wide, then we lose the energy. We lose the amount of energy we can put into that. This is a pulling down, and it's not a square movement either. It's pulling down. And then when we're at the bottom here, we've pulled down. We're not just gonna go straight up, okay? We're gonna pull And like all Tai Chi, we're gonna make a little circle and then lift. Good. Okay, so we've ward off, show your grab, pull down, little circle at the bottom and lift up. Which direction are your fingertips here? Straight up to the sky, that's right. Good. Okay, so are you ready to put it all together? Maybe just the arm movements. We could just stand here and do the arm movements. So if we go from push, we flatten the arms, we turn and circle. I'm not mirroring you. We push out to the side, we ward off, we rotate to show grab. As we pull down, we make a fist, we lift and show punching at the same time. Good. Oh, nice back rounded fix. That was awesome. Okay, so we call it fist under elbow, but it's not actually fist under elbow. It's like fist near under elbow. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have that space between them and we're on the center line. So our body's turned in the end posture. Very nice. Oh, that looks great. You ready to put it all together? Yes. Okay, let's do it. So from our push, I'm mirroring you, so we'll move the same direction. Move back your weight, flatten your arms. Left arm shows pulling, whole body turns like single whip. Then we push out to the side direction. You're gonna re-step for the transition, connect out for ward off, step to the corner, show your grab. Pull down, relax the foot, make a fist, lift, and show punching. So check your final posture. Is your waist relaxed? Do we have space between the arms? Our body's a little open. Our head should be looking straight. Back rounded. Empty stance on the heel. Nice work. Oh, it looks good. Really, really good end postures. Any questions on all these transitions? This is a big movement here, I know. Okay, let's do it again. Want to put the whole thing together? Yeah? Okay, I love this. You guys are looking great. So from push, again, I'm mirroring you. We'll move the same way. Move back your weight, flatten your arms. Left arm shows pulling, whole body turns. Move back, push out to the side. Transition step for warding off. Rotate to show grabbing with the re-step. Pulling down, making a fist. Changing to your empty stance on the heel. Nice. Oh, really good. Okay, let's talk about the arm just a little bit. So with this arm movement, it's really important that when we show the lifting, we're lifting straight up, okay? We're not gonna lift out and extend. It's really an upward movement because you've grabbed someone's arm, okay? And what happens is you pull them down first. So say I punched, okay? Someone's gonna pull my arm down, and then what happens is it gets lifted like this. So you've grabbed right here, and you've got them in this position where now all of this is exposed for punching. Now again, we might not be using this for martial arts purposes, but knowing the meaning will help with our body alignment, okay? So let's focus on the meaning and focus on our looking direction this time as we go through it. So we're in push, we're looking that direction. We're gonna connect with our opponent and show pulling or throwing, and then we're gonna look out to the side and push them away. Someone else is coming, so we're gonna look and connect. We're gonna look as we grab. We're still looking to the straight direction as we show punching and lifting. Relax. Did that help with the gaze? Okay. Okay. Any questions on these movements? Okay, let's go from cross hands. We'll do it at least one time, see if everyone else wants to do it again. And then next week we have repulse monkey, so that's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna do it the normal direction, starting facing away from you, cross hands. Embrace the tiger. Turning, circle, step, open, strike. Connect out for roll back, turning at the end. Touching the forearm for press. Opening up, pull back, sit up the palms, push out. Fist under elbow, flatten the arms, turning, pushing out to the side, transition step, warding off, rotate, re-step, pull down, make a fist, lift, heel touch, punch. Everything arrives together. Check your end posture. So back rounded, waist relaxed, empty stance. Sit one line between the lifting and the fist. Good. Nice empty stances. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah.
So we want the in posture to have the fist under the hand, centered basically in the body. Approximately.
Yep.
Okay.
Approximately. Yeah, because we're not like this with our arm, right? So shoulder and elbow down. So it's
Okay.
not directly under, right? Because if it was directly under, it'd be there, still a little bit open, so that I
Okay.
had that relaxed feeling.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? All right, one more time and we'll close class. So starting at cross hands. Right arm on the outside, embrace the tiger. Turning. Stepping out. Roll back. Press. And push. Fist under elbow. Just like single whip. Till we push out to the side. Transition step, warding off. Rotate for grab. Pulling down. Heel touch, lift and punch. And relax. Looks very nice. Great work today, everyone. It was a pleasure having you. Next week, we'll do repulse monkey. We'll see if we get through all three. We'll see, we're just taking every week as it comes. All right, so this week, practicing fist under elbow. All right. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you. Always good questions.
Your classes are always a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.